Hi guys, welcome back to Business Statistics, Chapter 2, and this video is going to cover 2.4 measures of center, or I guess more aptly known as mean, median, and mode. This section should have covered in the PowerPoint slides the population mean, the sample mean, the properties of those arithmetic means, the definition of what a median is, the definition of what a mode is, and which are best for central tendency. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get into the problem. A sample of 10 adults was asked to report the number of hours they spent on the internet in a certain month. The results are shown below. Calculate the mean, median, and mode. Alright, so this might be familiar to you guys, but if not, I guess we'll handle it. I guess I'll just let you know. The mode, when you have a small amount of data, is probably the easiest to calculate, because the mode is just saying what piece of data occurs the most. Okay, so just looking at this piece of data, it's easy visibly to see, well, there's a 0 here and a 0 here. So the mode we can do first, the mode is just 0, because 0 occurs the most. It occurs twice in the data set. So mode equals 0, so that's that. The median is probably the second easiest, but we're going to wait till the end to calculate that because I want to be able to cross off the data to calculate the median. So we'll just do the mean next. And then the mean, the formula for the mean is going to be the summation from I equal 1 all the way up through the number of pieces of data, so 10, of x sub I over, like all over, the number of pieces of data, so 10, so or n, however you want to look at it. So all this is just going to equal 0 plus 7 plus 12 plus 5 plus 33 plus 14 plus 8 plus 0 plus 9 plus 22 all over 10. And that is going to give us 110 over 10, or 11. So we could say our mean is equal to 11. Okay? Then the median is, well, it's going to be kind of tricky. So when you have an odd number of data, okay, then, or data elements, then the median is really simple to calculate, just because it's going to be the middlemost data point. Okay, and when you have an odd number of data, you can just cross off the data points at the top, the data points at the bottom, data points at the top, data points at the bottom, all the way till you get to a middle value. When you have an even number of data points, which we have here, you're going to get to a point where you have 2 data points left, not just 1. Okay, so then what happens is naturally you just average the 2. Okay, so let's just do this. So now we're working on median. Okay, and all we do is we go up here to the data, we find the highest point, we cross it off. We find the lowest point, we cross it off. And we find the next highest point, we cross it off. And we find the lowest point, we cross it off. We continue this pattern. 14 is the highest, 5 is the lowest, 12 is the highest, 7 is the lowest, and now we get to a point where we have an 8 and a 9 left, and so we're just going to average the 2. So we just say 8 plus 9 over 2, we get 17 over 2, which is equal to 8.5. And that's our median. So that is mean, median, and mode. Another thing that might be helpful for you guys, just to kind of get you acquainted with Excel would be to do a calculation just like this in Excel. Okay, so right now we're going to bop over to Excel, and we'll be back in 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we are in Excel, and I have the data plotted here. So I think we said our mean was 11, our median was 8.5, and our mode was 0. And I just want to show you guys how to put these formulas into Excel. Because I don't know what the general knowledge of Excel is in the class, I'm just doing this. So if this is helpful, great. If it's not, don't worry about it. We'll get into some harder stuff later on in the semester, but I did want to show you guys some of these Excel functions. So if we want to do mean, I'm just going to label it mean, and then we say for a function, we'll just say equals average of, or average open parenthesis, and then we just highlight that whole data set and then close the parenthesis off, and it gives us 11. So that's our mean. Then we can do a median, okay, and then we would just say equals median open parenthesis, and then highlight this whole data column, close the parenthesis, and gives us 8.5. And then mode, and then it gives us a couple different options. It looks like there's mode multi, mode single, and then mode, which is probably from an older version of Excel. So just go with mode single, okay, and then highlight the whole column, close it off, and then lo and behold, the mode is 0. So that's that. That's how you do it in Excel. That's just kind of a little extra tidbit that I wanted to show you guys, but I'll try to do that from time to time when I see that it's a little bit applicable to kind of toss in the Excel there, because I know that that's a skill set that you guys will use in many other classes, and then probably into the workforce. All right, thanks so much, guys.